like 21, it's a knife. Bust a left, I got drunk and took a right. I'm so high, you fuck with me, I'll take your life. And then take your life, bring you back to fuck her twice. Ay. I'm in the cut, oh yeah, she wanna fuck, oh yeah, that little bitch cut throat, yeah, she give me deep throat, yeah, stitch like Lilo, combination no cheat code, yeah, I got the G code, gun gon' sing on glee mode, yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today's video I'm gonna be talking about pretty much is working out a waste of time and shit, and obviously anyone with just fucking a normal thinking process, a good healthy brain and shit would obviously know working out's not a waste of fucking time. But a lot of people, you could ask them nowadays, and it just seems like it's like, obviously it kind of makes sense if they're going to school and shit and work and they're kind of getting overloaded with that shit, that they do not have time to do that shit or do it as much. That's just fine. But it's like the people who are just kind of stagnant and don't really do shit, and then just kind of complain about shit. It's kind of fucking stupid. Like, I don't know, there's just some people that are like, I'm getting fat, or this sucks, and then they go get some fucking fast food, and then like, I'm a fat ass, well, like, it's like, if you kind of, feed that energy, you're gonna become it, you know? And it's like, just, I don't know, just stupid. And it's not even with fat people, it's also with people who are like underweight. That's also an issue too. And it's not always like, oh, this person's not eating enough. And I kind of hate the older generations and shit kind of being like, oh, they just don't eat enough. Oh, here's more food. And they just want to plump you up, make you become a fucking fat ass. Food's not always the answer, and I don't know why people programmed to think that. Like, yeah, food's great, our brains obviously get dopamine and shit when we eat, but like, bro, what the fuck? Like, yeah, I don't know, it doesn't make sense. Like, when people see someone that's like skinny as fuck, like obviously sometimes eating, it depends on the situation, because there's anorexia and shit like that, which is a bit different, but most cases it's not really that bad, you know. It's usually the person just underweight a bit, and like, oh, you just need to eat more, and the person's eating the normal amount of food and shit, and they're still skinny. It's like, no, they shouldn't eat more or whatever, they should start working out. And it's also, what's kind of nice is when you're slender and shit already, you're already a step ahead of the dude who has to burn all of the weight while gaining muscle and shit. Again, everyone's body is a little different. I'm not really saying, oh, one's better than the other, but there's kind of that advantage there. And then also, when you're more slender and have a faster metabolism, yeah, you have to focus on dieting, but not as much. And it's just kind of, you have that benefit. So, I don't know, it's just kind of weird. When you just kind of see, I don't know, I was kind of like this growing up, but I kind of grew out of it, luckily. But you kind of see people, even nowadays, who are like full-blown adults and shit. Sometimes I understand, yeah, not having the time if we're working 5 days a week or whatever the fuck. Working 20 hours, fucking 20 hours, that'd be insane. Working 12-hour shifts and shit. And I just kind of like, finding the time for it is a bit hard at first and stuff, but once you get into a routine of it, and even if you're doing it every other day or every couple days and shit, at least a good routine, you know, as long as you're sticking with it, it's gonna benefit you in the long run, you know. Yeah, like, I started working out like, I don't know, when I was younger, I always went out and stuff and played with friends. But, like, it was weird. Growing up for me, it was kind of split of the, like, technology takeover and everyone's inside playing video games all day, and then also a split of everyone going outside and playing all day. I kind of had both growing up. And obviously nowadays you see more people kind of gravitating, and definitely kids gravitating towards, like, just sticking inside all day, blah, blah, blah. Not everyone's like that. I don't want to generalize that as like a thing, or like what, I don't know, just like hella fucking just like, I don't know, I would want to say boomers and shit would say nowadays, like, oh, everyone's glued to the phones, all this shit. I'm not saying that really, like, there are some people like that, but yeah, no, you could kind of just see it as time goes on, people are gonna be more hooked onto this shit and are gonna not want to go and fucking play tag with their friend when they could go fucking jump into a battlefield versus millions of people across the world with their friend and have hours of countless fun. Because again, people could talk shit on games and be like, oh yeah, I used to play games and then they got boring or blah 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 this. If you have a healthy balance with video games, like, I know at night everyone's gonna fucking enjoy them and shit, but if you have a healthy balance with video games and you don't obsess over them 24/7 and shit, and you just have an actual fucking life and shit, it's a pretty good thing. It's almost like watching a movie, but you're playing the fucking movie. It's good. But once you make it your life and shit, it becomes a toxic thing, and then there's that whole fucking stereotype of like, oh, if you play games and shit, oh, you don't have a life, blah, 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 all this shit. And then also, like, yeah, no, I started working out the past couple of months. One of my big goals by the end of 2022 is to hit 100 days, like, working out in total, you know, throughout this year. And I started a couple of months ago. I'm at, like, 62 days, which isn't anything crazy, but it's at least something, and I'm at least proud of it. And, what the fuck? I sound like I had a whole different fucking accent. It's, like, pretty much, like, if you don't feel comfortable going to a gym or working out in a public space for whatever reason, it's kind of understandable. I'm not really worried about people looking at me or any of that shit. Just really, like, I know they clean the equipment, but, like, some gyms, they don't clean that shit. I don't know, I just feel like there's a whole bunch of weird shit floating around sometimes. Like, the whole bunch of sweaty people around a bunch of other sweaty people. I don't want cat shit, you know? And I don't know, some gyms are really good, and I doubt half the time you would get anything weird besides, like, fucking, at least for that worst case scenario, you know? But pretty much, whatever reason you don't want to go to a gym, setting up a home gym is probably the best and easiest thing you can do. And even if you like going to the gym, I think it's a good thing to do. Just having a bench press, some weights, and a pull-up ball, it's really nice. It's just kind of, and if you could get a good routine with it, it can benefit you a lot because you're kind of hitting every part of your body. And then at that point, you're kind of just working up your upper body. So going on like walks and then also getting into like riding bikes and shit is very fucking good. I not riding my bike all the fucking time, but when I do get the chance to, it's definitely fucking nice. And always growing up, like, I kind of rode bikes around neighborhoods and shit like that, so it was just kind of, I don't know, just got strong legs. It's a nice thing. It's like, I wouldn't say I have the strongest legs, but at least for like my body size and shit, it's pretty strong, and it's mostly like muscle and shit. And it's nice when you feel your leg and it's mostly muscle than fat and shit, or it's not just bone. Again, working out is definitely really beneficial too, because it's just like healthy brain is a healthy body and shit like that, and or a healthy body is a healthy brain. It sounds corny as fuck, but it's true as fuck. Like, working out's not gonna solve all your problems. Bitches aren't gonna be all over your dick the second you start working out, but it's definitely beneficial because, again, once you come across that person that you're like, I like that chick, you're gonna have a better chance than if you were fat as fuck or skinny as fuck. And then also, it just benefits you because, again, you're getting healthier, your body's more durable and shit. And then number 4, it's at least one of those things that you can really get into, and it's at least not negative, you know, it won't negatively affect you like most things nowadays, like weed, tobacco, like fucking vapes, fucking, social media, like some parts of social media and shit. But yeah, pretty much just working out is not a waste of fucking time. I don't know who the fuck's out there saying that, like these feminists or some shit. It's fucking stupid, or like, I don't fucking even know. I don't even want to say that, because there are some feminists out there that are good people and they're spreading a good message, while those just dumb ones just screaming just stupid shit. But besides that, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And if you did, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye, guys.
My case and I break the rim when I done that shit. Blood stained the tip, no shit. Got razor blades in my fist.